I believe there will be more people voting.
I would say it's probably a little busier than last year, definitely.
It's probably the most important election I've ever seen.
It's huge. Not only does it affect the next 4 to potentially 8 years, it also could affect the next entire generation.
Very important. Because we need somebody that's going to take care of business and stop making all them jokes like somebody else I know.
There's definitely 2 points of view, and everybody's coming out to vote, I think, and it's a pretty important election.
It's very polarized in how people see the world that should be led and who should be president.
Had to do a lot of thinking for this one.
I think we had 2 of the worst candidates we've ever had. I hope it turns out okay, but I don't know how it can.
I think the Republicans will keep the House and the Senate.
I believe probably the Democrats will, because the Republicans have been fighting with each other so much.
Hopes and prayers is that the Republicans will. That way we can continue the fight.
I think the Democrats will.
The polls are pretty close. Hillary, according to most of the polls, is ahead a little bit, but there's the factor of voter turnout. Will Trump turn out more voters than what the polls are anticipating?
I think it's going to be pretty tight. I wish it hadn't, but I think it's going to wind up being pretty tight.
I think a lot of voters are unsure or uncertain of which way is safe. So I think both of the candidates are riding the fence on this one.
I think it'll be pretty tight.
Then one has a lead and then the other, and somebody does something wrong and they up and down. So it's like a bouncing ball.
If Hillary's elected, I believe it would be business as usual. If Mr. Trump is elected, there's a chance that things may change a little bit.
I don't think things are going to change all that much, but I hope so. I mean, that's why you come out and vote, and you hope to elect the people that you want.
Yeah, oh yeah. It usually does go back to the same.
I think there's going to be a lot of churn.
I think everybody's coming out to vote today because of that, to prevent business as usual, because we can't have business as usual because it's gotten us to this point.
I think there's definitely going to be some changes, depending on how the vote goes.
It doesn't feel as presidential or as democratic as it has in the past. It feels a little bit more like good versus evil, or like a movie that you're watching.
There's been so much struggle between the 2 candidates and the 2 points of view.
We may see our country rooted upside from its core. So
I'm 80 years old and I've seen this country change so much that it's really frightening. We've lost our values and our morals.
America needs somebody that's going to pull us together, and I don't see either of them doing that, even though they both say they will. I don't believe it.